Let's be real. Genjutsu is one of the most broken things in Naruto. One second you're mid-fight and the next you're stuck in a dream sequence watching your worst memories in 4K. But the thing is, anytime we hear Genjutsu, everyone's brain just screams Uchiha, as if nobody else in the ninja world figured out how to mess with your mind. So today, we're putting some respect on the names of the non-Uchiha Genjutsu users who could absolutely ruin your life without spinning their eyes like a fidget spinner. Quick refresher for the non-nerds. Genjutsu messes with your chakra flow and targets your sensory perception, sight, sound, touch, you name it. It's not just hallucinations. It hijacks your nervous system. You're seeing real stuff in your head, and your body reacts like it's real. To escape it, you either need elite chakra control to disrupt the flow, or someone needs to clock you in the face to break the illusion. And yes, I know this video is going to make some of you mad. Good. It means you're listening. Let's get into it. Number 8. Danzo Shimura. Let's start with the most overhyped fraud in Genjutsu history. Danzo had access to Kotoamatsukami, the most subtle Genjutsu in the series. It lets you implant suggestions into someone's brain without them even realizing it. Sounds unbeatable, right? Until Ao came along with his Byakugan and straight up detected it. That completely breaks the lore, because the whole point of Kotoamatsukami is that you shouldn't be able to notice it. So either Ao was cracked beyond logic, or Danzo was just using it like a noob. Plus, the jutsu didn't originate with Danzo, it was Shisui's power. Danzo just hotwired it into his eye socket. It was used during the 5 Kage summit when Danzo tried to manipulate Mifune to make him the supreme commander, and it failed. Danzo, you're 8th. Sit down. Number 7, Kakashi Hatake. Now, Kakashi is tricky. Yes, he's known for the Sharingan, but he's also demonstrated Genjutsu skill with and without it. He can use basic Genjutsu to throw off timing, create illusions for deception, or break others out of it. His chakra control is elite, and he doesn't need dojutsu to mess with your head. During the bell test with Naruto and Sasuke, he casually traps them in basic Genjutsu to mess with them. But at the end of the day, he's not an Uchiha. He doesn't have the innate boost or the chakra reserves to spam it like the big boys. Respect the tactics, but power-wise, he's 7th. Number 6, Tayuya from Sound 4. Tayuya doesn't need to see you to trap you. Her demonic flute channels chakra through sound. The Genjutsu paralyzes the target by making them feel like their limbs are chained. She used this in her fight against Shikamaru during the Sasuke retrieval arc. He ultimately had to break his own finger to snap out of the Genjutsu and then use shadow possession to keep her pinned just long enough for Temari to arrive and finish the job. That's a Jonin level strategy just to not die. The genius here is that she can target multiple people at once without eye contact. That's broken. The only reason she's not higher is because she's fragile, needs time and protection to play her flute. Still, in the right setup, she's deadly. Number 5, Kurenai Yuhi, the official Genjutsu specialist of Konoha. Kurenai's illusions are fast, precise, and designed for lockdown. Her signature move is the tree-binding illusion, which traps opponents by making them believe they're restrained by vines, creating a window for a lethal strike. She used it against Itachi during his infiltration of Konoha, and yeah, it backfired immediately. He reversed it and turned it back on her. But that's less about her being weak and more about Itachi being, well, Itachi. Kurenai's mastery of Genjutsu theory is top tier. She teaches at the academy, trains future Genjutsu users, and knows the ins and outs of illusionary warfare. But since we only saw her in one fight that didn't go well, she sits right in the middle. Number 4, Hashirama Senju. Surprise! Hashirama, the Wood-style king, also dabbled in Genjutsu. His Bringer of Darkness technique plunges enemies into a pitch-black void, removing all their senses, not just sight, but also chakra perception. It's sensory deprivation on a spiritual level. Now here's the fun part. In the anime, Tobirama uses this jutsu, but in the manga, it's credited to Hashirama. And since manga more accurate than anime when it comes to canon, we're rolling with the first Hokage. It was used on Hiruzen during Orochimaru's invasion, when the Edo Tensei Hokage were summoned. Hiruzen, who's a walking library of jutsu, got completely locked up by it. In a real battlefield scenario, this would be god tier for taking out squads without even lifting a finger. Number 3, Kabuto Yakushi. Snake Boy went from sidekick to nightmare in Sage mode. After grafting Tayuya's DNA, he could perform demonic flute, phantom sound chains, a sound-born genjutsu that binds the victim and forces morbid visions. Using it in Sage mode amplifies its range and potency. He used this during his cave fight against Itachi and Sasuke. That's 2 of the most genjutsu-resistant people in the series, and he caught them slipping. His illusions were layered with terrain control, clone manipulation, and psychological warfare. Kabuto made you hallucinate your own death while dodging white snakes and singing bowls. It's genjutsu mixed with horror, and it almost worked on the Uchiha bros. That's saying something. Number 2, Gengetsu Hozuki. The second Mizukage is what happens when a prankster becomes a war criminal. Gengetsu's genjutsu is built around a giant clam. Yes, a clam. He summons it to release a thin mist across the battlefield, This isn't just any mist. It bends light and sound, creating ultra-realistic mirages. The fog projects extra copies of Gengetsu, fake allies, false attacks. All of it looks and sounds real. Because the illusions appear solid, enemies instinctively swing at them, wasting chakra and exposing openings. Over time, they stop trusting their own senses, and that's when Gengetsu strikes for real. It's not a direct attack, it's psychological disintegration. He used this technique during the 4th Great Ninja War to troll an entire division, and it worked. Number 1 Manpa Toad, Fukasaku, and Shima. The Toad Sages are the elite when it comes to non-Uchiha Genjutsu. Their duet technique is a synchronized auditory Genjutsu. The sound of their harmonized chant invades the opponent's chakra network and paralyzes the nervous system. Jiraiya used this against Pain. At the time, only 3 paths of pain were present, and they were all captured by the Genjutsu. Jiraiya stabbed and disabled them while they were frozen. The remaining 3 paths hadn't arrived yet, and once they did, they revived the fallen bodies. Pain survived not because the Genjutsu failed, but because Jiraiya didn't know there were 6 bodies and chose to retreat too late. Also, the Genjutsu can only be broken in 2 ways. Either the Toad Sages release it, or Mount Myoboku's secret stone swords are driven into the victim's heart. Yes, it takes time to prep and they need to sing in harmony, but when it lands, game over. There it is, the strongest Genjutsu users not named Uchiha, based on real feats and chakra mechanics. Hit that like button, subscribe to escape the frog song, and I'll see you in the next illusion.